This is KOAA News 5 Today.
Glad you're with us at 6 a.m. for News 5 Today. I'm Ira Cronin.
And I'm Bree Groves. And as we do continue our Back to School series, it is important to talk about school security. The Colorado Education Department giving $110 million to schools to help improve safety.
Yeah, this is part of the Building Excellent Schools Today program, and so far 17 have been given funds, including D2's Atlas Middle School.
But what are other schools doing to keep our students safe? Caroline Peters spoke with several of these local districts to find that answer out for us. Good morning, Caroline.
Hey, yes, good morning. And there's different protocols all across southern Colorado depending on the district. They've really beefed things up. We're talking everything from metal detectors to security cameras, also armed school resource officers. And you're taking a look at the districts right now with school resource officers. These are sworn in law enforcement officers assigned to the schools in these districts. And for example, Cheyenne Mountain School District 12, they have 1 school resource officer but 7 armed security guards. And Pueblo PD, they provide enough school resource officers to be assigned to every school in D60. Colorado Springs has about 24 officers that serve across 5 districts. And because they're a sworn-in member of the police department, they usually carry their firearms. More importantly, these officers go through extensive training. They tell me that keeping our kids safe starts with trust between officers, students, and parents.
I always believe that an engaged environment, whether it's with parents and their children or school officials and their students, is what equates to a safe environment in the school. Keep engaged, keep the trust, and keep those lines of communication open.
And D2 has 3 police school resource officers and 2 armed security administrators, as well as 3 unarmed security guards. But every school I spoke with says their plans are continually being looked at with a critical eye to make sure they're the most effective strategy. Part of that preparedness is ensuring each student knows what to do in the case of an active shooter. And that is why students in these districts have gone through active shooter drills. On District 2, they recently received a $1 million grant to improve things and security measures like getting more security cameras and also just having that fun to really beef things up to make sure our students are safe. Bree.
Well, Caroline, that's an awful lot to think about, but something many of us as parents do kind of fear as our kids are going into school starting next week, even for a lot of families here. And I love the security upgrades you're talking about, but what really happens if that threat becomes a reality?
Yeah, and Bree, unfortunately, that threat can unfortunately become a real reality in minutes, as we know, and that is why District 2 has done things to respond to incidents that happened earlier this year when a 17-year-old student opened fire on 2 administrators up in Denver. So they actually have a system now that will make sure doors are locked if there's a threat to any of their schools. Also, their classroom doors, those will lock immediately as well.
All right, thank you, Caroline.